In the previous session, we learned about variables and data types. Now, we'll be learning about expressions and assignment statements. Assignment statements and expressions containing math operators and variables will be learned in this session. Assignment statements initialize or change the value stored in a variable using the assignment operator is equal to. An assignment statement always has a single variable on the left hand side. The value of the expression, which can contain math operators and other variables, on the right of the is equal to sign is stored in the variable, generally on the left hand side. Instead of calling equals for the symbol, an assignment statement pronounces this as gets or is assigned in order to remember that the variable gets or is assigned the value on the right. Now let us take an example. Let's have a public class and name that example. Now I give a condition y is equal to x and x is equal to 0. Now what exactly happens here is, according to our main method, the value of x is 3 and value of y is 14. But as per a condition, y is equal to x. Here what happens is y then gets the value of x, that is y becomes 3 and x becomes 0. Now that we learned about assignment statements, let's move on to learning to add 1 to any variable. If you use a variable to keep score, you would probably increment it. That is adding 1 to the current value whenever the score should go up. We can do this by setting the variable to the current value of the variable plus 1. That is, score is equal to score plus 1. This makes sense in coding because the variable on the left is set to the value of the arithmetic expression on the right. So the score variable is set to the previous value of score plus 1. If you want to write it as an example, the code is written as below. Here you can see we have incremented the score by 1 by giving score is equal to score plus 1. Now when we want to input with variables, variables are a powerful abstraction in programming because the same algorithm can be used with different inputs. The code below will say hello to anyone who types in their name for different name values. Now for the mathematical operators, Java uses the standard mathematical operators for addition. Java uses the standard mathematical operators for addition plus, subtraction minus, multiplication star and division /. Arithmetic expressions can be of type int or double. An arithmetic operation that uses two int values will evaluate to an int value, and an arithmetic operation that uses at least one double value will evaluate to a double value. Java uses the operator equal to test if the value on the left is equal to the value on the right, and an exclamation followed by an equal to test if two items are not equal. Please note, one equal sign is different from two equal signs in Java. Testing with an example. Another thing to keep in mind is an attempt to divide an integer by 0 will result in an arithmetic exception error message. Operators can be used to create compound expressions with more than one operator. You can either use a literal value, which is a fixed value like 2, or variables in them. When compound expressions are evaluated, operator precedence rules are used so that star, /, and modulo are done before plus and minus signs. Now, when it comes to modulo operator, the % sign operator, that is percentage, is the mode or modulo. Now let's learn about the modulo operator. The % sign operator is the modulo or remainder. The mode operator returns the remainder after you divide x, that is the first number, by y, that is the second number. So if we write 5 modulo 2 will return 1. since 2 goes into 5 two times with a remainder of 1. Similarly, with compound assignment operators, when we look into compound assignment operators, which are shortcuts to do a math operation and assignments in just one step. For example, x plus is equal to 1 adds 1 to x and assigns the sum to x, which is same as x is equal to x plus 1. This pattern is possible with any operator put in front of is equal to sign, which is the same as x is equal to x plus 1. This pattern is possible with any other operator put in front of the equal to sign. The common shortcuts for plus, minus, in multiplication, division and modulo signs are given below. The most common shortcut operator plus plus or increment operator is used to add 1 to the current value. X plus plus is same as x plus is equal to 1 and the same as x is equal to x plus 1. It is the shortcut that is used a lot in loops. If you have heard about programming languages like C++, plus in C is an inside joke that C has incremented or improved to create C++.